Okay, so this video is going to be a tutorial on the Claire current any percent speedrun route, but it can also be used as a walkthrough for the game because there is basically no information out there and there's very few even complete playthroughs of the game, and watching the speedrun might be a bit too quick to catch important details if you're stuck somewhere, so it still might not be enough. So I'm going to play through the entire game from a brand new game on normal mode, and I will only go through the intended way to proceed with the game. So I'm going to do minimal sidetracking. Maybe if I'm getting chased by a monster, I might need to duck into a different room if I'm trying to explain something. Hopefully that doesn't happen. In a couple of places I might show you where there's an easy item that you can pick up for your health. Just like one doorway off of the way you need to go. But other than that, let's get started and I'll explain as I go. So start on normal. There's some text off the bat. I'm not going to... I will skip through the text. So here in the beginning, you just walk to the door. You need to talk to it a couple of times. It's intended that like you run to it and then it tells you can't open it and you're supposed to wander around. But really all it is, you just need to interact with it 3 times, I think. This area, you just walk through. It's a very brief tutorial on picking up items, going places. This is just a note. Absolutely no need to pick it up. You go upstairs and you go to the left to your parents' room. It's this door that has the white things off to the side. Go past the keep going to the left, past the levitating bed, and then there's a forced cutscene. Don't need to do anything here. And then here there's text that you do need to skip through, so it's not quite a cutscene. In this room, you just go out and keep moving to the right. If you look at your... oh, there isn't even a map. So you can run. So if you're speedrunning, you can run. But you just keep going to the right. You're basically going to the elevator. So you keep going to the right until you see signs for the elevator. And then here, you can't go right, so you go to the left and then you see a sign for the elevator. Go here, and then again to the left to the elevator. Once in the elevator, just interact with it with the buttons. Then you're gonna get a phone call. I just press the first button, but it's like immediately whoever called just hangs up. Yeah, instantly. And it's a cutscene. There's no text to really skip through. You just wait it out, and eventually you can interact with the elevator to leave. Here you go to the coffee because currently your mission is go get coffee. So you go to the right, basically following the coffee sign. And then the coffee is right here. And there's text you can skip through quickly if you're speedrunning. And then you head back. So back towards the elevator signs. So here what happens is, like you're talking to yourself. Again, interact with the door. You're talking to yourself, and then you get off the elevator, but it's a wrong floor. So if you don't want to explore, you just get back, and then you get teleported. This sequence here is just a timer. You're completely locked. You can't go anywhere, and after a couple of seconds, you get teleported back to what looks like your mom's room. You interact with her, and then this is an actual cutscene, so you can't do anything. I'm very sure that even if you open your menu, it keeps playing, and you can look at the map. So this is the ER section of the hospital. The hospital has 2 sections. At the end of the cutscene, you do have to skip through text. You do have to interact with it, so you should be vigilant. You go out, you get introduced to your light source. You can switch. Right now, you can either turn off the lighter or turn it on. Later, you have a flashlight. Later, and by that I mean now. So in your map, you can see where you need to go. And I'll follow the direct route to get there. So let's go. So it's this door here. Then this door here. You need to push this off to the side. Just enough to unlock this, to open this door. Straight run to the end. And then right here, this special door that you won't see until later in the game, this kind of door, is the gift shop. So here, this is the first health item you can pick up, Sun Cola to recover some health. And then here is the actual objective that you need to interact with, and skip through text if you're going fast. You acquire the flashlight. I usually turn it off. I don't keep it on. I find at this point in the game, there's nothing scary enough to lower your sanity enough, quickly enough, at least in the speedrun sense. And also we haven't picked up that many batteries, and it's bright enough to see. So I don't keep the flashlight on here. So next in the map, you're told to go up here, and we're gonna go partly the way back. However, on this hallway, we'll go up to the left, and then straight, and then up, left. So it's just basically that general up, left. So let's go. And on the way back, we'll see the very first enemy, but it won't give much of a chase. So you head back. This time you proceed this way. Here you take the very first door to go up. There's a battery here you can pick up in this garbage can. And then again all the way left. Here you run into the very first enemy once you walk close to this vent. But once you go here, they stop chasing. There's nowhere to go here, just keep going up, just straight to the ends of the rooms, up, left. And then here you continue up to this very first door here and interact with this dog statue. This is basically the objective. And it's basically a cutscene of, not a cutscene, but it's a story sequence of how you got your dog, Anubis. So here, basically the general rule in this place is it's always the second door. So you skipped one door, and you go into this one. Here, you skip the first door, I think. No, never mind. Here you enter the first door, but otherwise, it's always skip the first door, enter the next one. In this case, it's a hole in the wall. Here you can interact with things, but realistically, I don't know if there's anything important. You want to interact with the story. There is a hard candy here you can pick up that recovers a little bit of health. Whoops, come on. It does recover a little bit of health, even though it doesn't say it, but mainly helps your brain state. And then you come to this door and interact with this pile of whatever that is. Skip through text. It is text you have to skip. And then you're here. And you're a kid right now, but not for long. So here you just walk to the end of the hall. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk out this door and go to the end of the hallway. There's going to be a bit of a cutscene in which you're going to revert back to adult Claire. So this is a save room. These are the save rooms in the game. You can walk inside, save your progress. As well, when you walk into those, they tend to recover your sanity to calm, I believe. Yeah. But anyway. Walk to here. This is a cutscene. You can't do anything here. Just wait. Just gonna go hide in the closet. Big scary monster's gonna pop by, and you come out of the closet as an adult. Okay. So yeah, like I said, just run to the end of the hallway, into this door, then run to the end of this room, and then here you get introduced to going through vents. So you go into this vent. Then you go into the very first door where the children appear. and then here, go to the left. There's some pictures on the walls here that might be important for other things in the game, but it's basically, no, the way to proceed is this way. Okay, there's gonna be a monster soon, so I'll have to go a bit quick, but basically you come out this door, go into yet another vent, and you go to the right. So here, your mission is to find a doctor in pediatrics. And they don't even give you an objective, like a objective marker. However, you just follow the signs for pediatrics. So we just came out of this vent, so we have to go to the right. So you keep following the signs for pediatrics. Skip all doors. You push this to the side, and you go through here. Here there's an enemy, so I'll try and go quickly. Again, into the very first door you can see. You keep moving to the right. Again, sign for pediatrics. And you're good. Again. So you're basically trying to get to this area here. Get all the way to the end. See yet another sign for pediatrician. Once again, because this is... I like to think of this as the going through vents tutorial. And then here, boom, sign pediatrician's office. Okay. I've been going slow, so like my sanity's been dropping. So here, this is the key item you need to pick up to proceed in the story. You're over here. Well, as soon as you get it, you're gonna have to backtrack all the way back to this hallway. And as soon as you pick it up, a monster is gonna appear. So you want to grab it, run to the door, and then run to the vent so that it doesn't get out of the room. And then we backtrack. Is there? Yeah, there's nothing in this garbage. You backtrack. I think first door. Run to the end. And then here, it's this door here that we came out of. There's still the monster here. Remember, we didn't actually really run away from it. And this one will give chase. You just keep running to the left, and we're down in that hallway. We want to run to all the way to the end of the hallway. Forget about the vent now. We're not heading back that way. You're going back to the ICU, which is what your mission is telling you to. So you still go here. You're just basically going all the way down, and then here in this hallway, you'll see a bench that you push aside to proceed with the story. So now we're back to the other wing of the hospital, and we do have an objective marker, and it's very easy to get to. So you just take back the routes you've already taken. Like that. Just like in the beginning of the game. Take this door. Then this one. Now here there's a little monster that's appeared, that's new. But it's like not a problem. Okay, so here this is where the gift shop was. You continue a little bit past it. And right next to the save, there's this very hardly visible door you go through. There's a battery here you can pick up. And you go to the only door. Continue on to the right. And then there you go. So here we go to the cafeteria to the left. It's kind of a safe area. A couple things you can interact with. There's a battery you can pick up from this vending machine. You can interact with the coffee for a little story thing. Save your game. Obviously, if you're speedrunning, you don't do that. Another battery here. You continue on to the right. So here we're in another wing of the hospital. And this one's very quick. It's massive. There's, as you can see, there's tons of rooms to get lost in. But I will show you as what I believe is the most direct route to get through. So as soon as you walk in, you immediately go this way. There is going to be a monster here that chases you. The lockpick is not important. Okay, so there's a monster here. You run right past it, all the way to the end of the hall. Here there's a puzzle. You need to interact, and then number 2, flip portrait. All the portraits, but the second girl from the left, and then this dude close to the middle. You flip all those portraits, and you get the founder's key. Now the story is telling us to the head to the hospital's cafeteria. Hospital cafeteria. I guess it hasn't really updated, but I believe it is imperative that you go to this elevator. There's a little sequence here. You interact with the door. You have to jump up on this interact with that vent, bring this over, jump, interact with that vent, and then get out. I'm having doubts now whether or not that's... Ah, yes, there you go. Head to the cafeteria, find the elevator, so you did need to do that. Now you have to look for a way to get to building B, which is up here, and then I'll show you the most direct way to go up there. This door looks completely blocked, but you absolutely can go into it. There's going to be a monster that will chase you briefly on the way, so you want to be quick, so run to the end of the hallway, to the right, not this door, but the one that has a bunch of candles on it. That's how I remember it. Again, run to the end of the hallway, run to the end of the hallway, run to the end of the hallway. Very straightforward. And then right here, this door. You generally in the story you'd get lost and you need to find a key, and they'll give you hints on what you need to get the key, but there's your key. You already picked it up. We solved the puzzle. So here, just run to the left into this door. So this is actually just a long-winded way of getting back to your mom's room. So this section of the hospital is super simple. You're just going to go around to the left, up, around, and then into this room, into this door here. It's very straightforward. Run to the end, run to the end, run to the end, and then go to the right, and again. And then the door that you need to go into is the one that, again, has a bunch of candles and it's kind of hard to see, but it's the one right here. You go the only way that you can, which is to the left. Okay, here, if you want, take a slight detour in this room. Hard candy. Very slight detour. Okay. So, you take the elevator and it brings you to this area. Here there's a hint about how to solve this puzzle, but there's these 5 panels. You interact with them. On this one, say increase power. This one say decrease. This one you have to do it twice. Increase, increase, decrease, decrease, and then one last time increase. As soon as you solve the puzzle, everything's going to turn green, and the monster's going to appear and chase you. The exit is right here. In the dark, you can't even see it. So the monster, as you see, is still chasing you. You just keep running to the right. Keep running to the right. And then that's it. Now we're basically on the way back to our mom's room. Or what we think is it. So this is very much like the same map as the opening of the game when we were on the way to get some coffee. However, it's all scary and spooky now. You go here. And you move over. So this is just story, exposition. The quicker you go through it, the quicker you can proceed, I believe. I don't think it's timed. You go to the right, which is the only way to go, and into this door. You see this weird thing, and then it's kind of a cutscene. So you just watch. Again, more text you skip through if you don't want to read it. Okay, so here we're in the second kind of general area of the school, of the game, which is the school. You walk to the right, the door on the very right. Skip some text. Important, somewhat important. Right here, there's an item you can pick up. Caffeine pills. They come on. Oh, this game is so bugged. Anyway, caffeine pills. They recover health, but they take away sanity, I believe. So. You can save your game if you care about it. If not, if you're speedrunning, proceed. The place to go is right here. This one door. And you go here to the left past the computers into this door. And you're in this upper hallway here now. The point is to get into this room, which is the library. However, you're gonna find out at the end. When you get to this hallway, you're gonna find out the door is blocked. So you actually have to go to the vent and go behind. So let's do that. You're gonna run past. It's all rotten. There's a very, very spooky statue here. You don't need to interact with it. I do sometimes for fun. Once you get past this chair, you're gonna hear a sound. The statue's fallen and it's exposed as vent. You run to the end and you're right here in the library. You're gonna have a little bit of text. So if you're speedrunning, you don't do this, there's also a save location. But if you're doing a casual playthrough, which I'm kind of sort of doing now, you continue to the right, and in this nothing, you can interact. It's like, what's this noise? Sounds like a dog. Out of nowhere, out of the wall appears a dog. So you can have your dog back. Again, in the speedrun, you don't do that because it's unnecessary sidetracking. Okay, you go here to the left, pick up your backpack. So now we're on the upper floor of the school. Map looks very much the same because it's the same layout of the building, but it's a different floor. It's important to remember. This is just a cutscene. You can't speed it up. Eventually, she'll get out from behind there, and you can proceed to the right. You don't need to talk to the Mr. Meese because you can go out this door. Okay, so here we need to get to this general area. However, it's all blocked around here, as far as I know. So you have to take a bit of a roundabout way. You go to the left, up into this hallway, and there's a little vent you can take here into a hidden way, and take a shortcut, and then you go down and straight. So let's do that. Go here. Very first door, all the way to the left, as you see, like I showed you. In here, there is a Zero Cola in this locker, which is on the way. So here, there's a save room. Right past the save room is this little hidden way, like I said. Here, as you go, 2 monsters are going to appear behind you. Okay. And there's already one here waiting for you. So you want to go into the hall right next to the vending machine. So when your health starts to drop, you're going to see this effect appear on your screen. Sorry, when this effect on your screen, that means you're horrified, which means you're now losing health. So when this effect is on, you're losing health. Sometimes I like to just turn on the flashlight. I find that it helps reduce that rate. I could be wrong. But if not, we've picked up plenty of healing items. Anyway, you just proceed to the right. And then more to the right, like I pointed out in the beginning. Okay, so here, this room with the masks, that's also very obviously lit up, is the way to proceed. And you need to interact with the door in order to tell you that it's locked up. Once you've talked to the door, found that it's locked up, you return, and you notice that Mr. Meeseeks have made a hole in the wall. So this sequence, it forces you to get scared. As you see, you're turning scared. So you skip past the first pipe, moving all the way to the left, interact with the second pipe to go downstairs, and you just keep moving to the left. That's all it is. You just keep going to the left. So yeah, so this area will make you scared. It's like scripted. But generally, if you have your flashlight on, I find that you're not going to get to a point that's risky. So once again, you don't need to worry about the map, really. But basically, you just go through that vent, the hole in the wall, go through behind the walls, and talk to the only door. If you hit to the fridge, you've gone too far. It's very hard to see because it looks just like the lockers. But yeah, there's a door here. And here's yet another puzzle. There's 3 plush animals. And when you interact with them, they play notes. Okay? And there's a little teddy bear here. The sequence that you need to interact with these is, I like to go, think of them as 1, 2, and 3. Okay? The sequence is 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. So let's do that. 3, 2, 1. Okay. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. And when you do so, you'll interact with the bear, and you find bolt cutters behind it. So then you just have to return. Just straight the way you came. In order to proceed with the story, of course. Go back up the pipes that you came. Make sure not to come down these pipes, because on the way to the puzzle, you need to go down pipes. But on the way back, you just interact and just keep moving right. Okay, once you're out the wall, you just go back to the left of the room with the masks. See on the map, you return back into this hallway, and now you can cut this. Okay, so the auditorium is kind of a big area, and there's some story things you can do with this bear over here or whatever. But really, all you need to do is interact with the stairs. Oh yeah, this bear. There's a whole big circus sequence that talks about your past, but really all you do is interact with the stairs to go downstairs, and then talk to this door. Here you can save your game if you care for that. If not, just proceed. So there's a very annoying and confusing part of the game here. That all the doors you need to go to are like invisible. Like, look at this. Where's the door? There is no door. And you get close to it and you can kind of sort of see this faint blue outline. Generally here the doors you need to go through are highlighted with candles. So that's your one hint. So you go through this door. There are going to be enemies that will be chasing you. So just try and pay attention. I'll be opening the map every once in a while. But yeah, so you go through here, go to the end of the hallway. We're going to take this way here. And again, it's going to be, of course, an invisible door. And the invisible door is right here. Again, then run to the end of the hallway. That monster will continue to chase you. It's very annoying. And there's another one. Run to the end of the hallway, to this door. And once again, invisible door. Okay. And then again run to the end of the hallway into this door. There's actually nothing in here in the hallway. And then proceed through these back classrooms to the holes in the walls. And then here, it doesn't look like it, but there's a shelf we can push. And again, proceed to the end of the hallway into this door. Once again, there's nowhere else to actually go at the end of the hallway. Okay. So here, you again just run to the end of the hallway. And then to the left, and to the left, and to the left, and to the left, and then to the right a little bit, and then you'll be near the end of the level. This area, again, forces you to be scared. So you will start to lose health. The best thing to do is keep running, wait until your health gets to like dying, and then use your healing items. But also there is a save point right here, so watch. You're weak and horrified. Interact with this room. You're still dying, but you get recovered all the way to calm. So I'll use this, and I guess that'll be it. This room is good to go to, not only because it recovers all of your sanity, but also because there's a hard candy here. So let's use that anyway, since we picked it up. And also because here, there will be two monsters that will come up and attempt to chase you. They're really tricky to dodge, because they're in front of you. So I just try and run whenever possible. Yeah, see, they hit you anyway. Oh, and we're dying. So it's important to heal up. Damn, they really got us. It's very random where they're placed. And this sequence just keep going to the stairwells to the right. Interact with stairwell, go to the right. Interact with stairwell, go to the right. Oh my god, dying again. This sequence is going really poorly for us. Again, interact with stairway, go to the right. Interact with stairway, go to the right. And then up here, you just go left. Once you see the Meeseeks guys in this railing, you know you've gone to all the way to the top. You keep going to the left, and there's this tree. If you've done things in the story, you will get a bit of a sequence, like a story sequence here. But because we did nothing, you don't. So here we are in the last general area of the game, called the apartments. They're fairly quick. It's a bit unnerving that these are all the health items we have to recover. I actually forgot to pick up one health item. So I'll check if there's something I can pick up. I don't know. I'll save near the ending part of the game. But anyway, so we proceed to the left. Proceed to the left. There's a little enemy here. We don't care about him. Proceed to the left. That's not good. Into this door. Keep going to the left. Into the hole in the wall. In this game, holes in the walls are generally the way you need to proceed to get through the story. Then keep going to the left. You're basically going through these like back rooms because all the other doors are locked. Okay, and then you go to this very first half visible door to get into this hallway, and you go to the left. You basically want, this is like kind of a key part of this area when it comes to proceeding with the story. So the second door will actually take you to this upper hallway. So you want to take this first door. See, there's 2 doors. So you want to take the first half visible door, and now you have 3 doors. Extra confusing. So you came in through this one. You want to go to the left door. I never saw that enemy before. Wow, I was never this slow. Anyway, here you're safe. The enemy didn't put up a chase. So you have another puzzle with 5 panels. You can interact with them, and you have 3 options: leave it alone, touch it, or read description. It's supposed to represent the 5 stages of grief. The sequence you need to go is 2, 1, 5, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is how I think of them. So interact, touch, 2, 1, 5, 3, and 4. And when you do so, you'll be able to pick up this hosting key. So now, we're going to return the way we came. Man, we're probably going to get killed. Damn. Blew through way too many items. Anyway, you're going to go back the way you came. Through these doors. And there's going to be that monster there. Generally, if you're quick, that monster isn't going to be in your way. But either way, this is the way to proceed. So back through this door, and then we're going to go into the middle door. To this one, and then middle. Okay, and then you just keep going to the right. Down this hallway, to the right. It's not marked, but you need to be down here. Down this hallway. I will go into these save rooms just to try and find some healing items. Yeah, see, that's not good. But either way, you just keep going to here, because you're trying to go down this corner. And you proceed to the left. Some boxes you need to jump on. And then proceed to the left. So you've progressed in the story. There's a bit of a scary, I guess, moment. So in this next section, there's going to be some enemies you have to run through. So it does help if you've saved your running. But see, they hit you either way. They're really annoying. These guys are very hard to actually dodge. And then you proceed to the left. And you proceed to the left. At least we're in good health. So these 2 guys, for some reason they don't move. They can still hit you when you get close to them, but they don't move. And you need to run past them. And there's a box that you need to run past. So it really helps to save up your run, because that box for some reason is very hard to jump up. So let's do that. Run past and jump up. Yeah, see, it'll do this. And you just need to keep trying. It doesn't help that we are dying. There we go. Eventually it'll let you through. Okay. And you just keep running to the left into this door here. I'm going to use this candy just to recover our sanity and stop panicking. And then you keep running to the right. And to the right. And you're getting close to the last section of the game. That has a little bit of a tricky part in it. Continue to the right. Continue to the right, there's going to be a scary sequence kind of here. So this is text you can skip through. You need to get through the text, it's not a cutscene. Lots of text, lots of text, lots of text. And then this opens, and you're in the last section of the game. Very last section. Boy, this is so not going to be enough but we'll have to make it work. Anyway, so you go out this door, and then you proceed to this door. I would really like to pick up a health item somewhere, but there aren't any. But anyway, you go through this door, into here, the very first doors that are kind of closest to you pretty much. And then you go into this hole in the wall, and you get into this hallway. Whoops. And you just have to run to the end of the hallway. Yeah. So you run to the end of the hallway, and then run again to the end of the hallway. And then through this door, you'll be in this hallway, and you want to keep running to the right. There's going to be a monster that's going to chasing you from here. Oh my god, there's no dodging these guys. Anyway, you just run to the right. To the door. So this is important. See how there looks like there's a hole in the wall here? There is. But you need to run to the right. And then it becomes interactable. Yeah, I know. And here, keep running to the right. You need to push this box to the right. And jump up and into this door thing here. Okay, we're getting really close to the end of the game. So here's a save point, and honestly I'll save at, because it's going to be tricky getting through this without dying. Obviously, if you're speedrunning, you're not doing this. But anyway, so once you get to here, you go through this hole in the wall. And here you're in this area with 2 holes in the wall. You need to go through this one first. Proceed to the left. Proceed to the right. If you see the bed, you know you're on the right track. And keep running to the right. This is another area that will kind of forcibly make you horrified, which sucks, so you need to be quick. Okay, this puzzle... Oh boy, I have to explain this quickly. This puzzle has 2 wheels. All you can do with them, rotate them left or right. The right wheel needs to be rotated 3 times to the right so that it points directly to the right, and you can leave it alone. This wheel, just keep mashing and rotate to the right. It looks like they're pointing towards 3:35 on the clock. As soon as you set them to that, the little heart will appear here, and you can return. Return the way you came. Over here. If I die, you'll get to see this puzzle done again. Return back here, and you're again with the room with the 2 holes in the wall. Interact with this one. Okay, so here, this is basically the last sequence of the game. There's gonna be a bunch of monsters, but you just keep running to the right 3 times. You're gonna go through doors. 1, 2, and yeah, so there's monsters here. And come on, run 3, and then you go to the right. And to the right, and then your little Claire who's dying. But there's gonna be 1 monster here, and you just have to sneak past them. Nice. And then keep going. You can fight this monster, do this weird fight with it, but you really just run to the end. There's ledges here that will block you from proceeding if you don't, because you can't see them. You just keep jumping. And into this door. So that's it. We basically succeeded. I can't believe that worked. So here, just keep going to the ends of the rooms. Wherever you are, just keep going to the left to the ends of the rooms. Once again, keep going to the end of the room. Here there's a little scene where you look at, I think, your mom. And you get teleported. So again, proceed now to the right, to the end of the room. And then to the mirror. And that's it. At this point, the game is pretty much done. You have utterly failed in that you haven't helped anyone, you haven't done anything good to anyone. We picked up the dog, but even that kind of stopped following us. But basically, you're gonna get the worst ending. You don't get to see anything about your parents, you don't get to wake up in a hospital, nothing nice. You just get put in this desolate wasteland with these shadows, and then you basically get told that you're the worst person ever, you deserve to die, and you're going to hell, and you meet your mom there. So that's the worst ending. Again, triggered because we helped no one. There's people that we didn't even see, actually. But there are people in this game who you can do little things for by going to the side rooms and finding items for them, bringing the items to them. But yeah, if you're speedrunning, this is where you cut your time. When this screen appears, you stop your timer. And yeah, that's Claire. You can do a new game plus save file. So that's Claire. That's what you need to do to proceed through the game.